Breaker 19. Once again, Breaker 19. Now, thank you for joining the Petty Ass Lump and Reggie podcast. This is what we do every day, all day, especially on Tuesdays. On Wednesdays, we have State of the Women. Let me backtrack. On Tuesdays at 5 p.m., we on YouTube. Subscribe and like the Petty Ass Lump and Reggie podcast. On Wednesdays, we have State of the Women. 8 o'clock. That's for 6 beautiful women. Then on Thursdays, as we are here, sitting here today, Goons Talk. Goons Talk stands for giving our own narrative sincerely. And that's when we try to drop jewels on you on Goons Talk. All right. And on the weekends, we have the Fire Pit Talk. Fire Pit. Oh my God, you would love to be on the Fire Pit Talk because it's everything goes. I mean, everything goes. Everything except what Puffy was doing. We don't condone none of that spiking drinks, allegedly spiking drinks, spiking baby oil, spiking whatever it is to spike. We don't do that at Fire Pit Talk. Everybody had their own. You bring your own drinks. So I do provide champagne, not champagne, wine, if you like. If you like. You can open it yourself because it's brand new. You know, tamper with it. And you bring your own BYOB. BYOB, bring your own booze. Yeah. And on the weekends we go in and we have a wonderful time. We have music, we have food, and we just enjoy ourselves. Now, I'm a freelance today because uh, I'm holding the fort down for myself today. Now, I just want to know, do anybody have any insight on? There's a lot of stuff going on today, like in Chicago. The gangs are beefing. It said Venezuela is beefing with trying to take over O Block. This is the word on the street. Trying to take up the O Block. Trying to take over the buildings. So, now that's the big topics for today on in Chicago. Now we got stuff going on in ATL. ATL, man, still the young thug stuff is still going on. People is they said there's a lot of corruption going on with this trial, man. I'm not really up to date with that, but I'm going to get up to date. And we're gonna bring everybody attention to what's going on in Young Thug's trial, how it's really being it's corrupted. So I got some insight on it yesterday from Michelle. She was telling me it was so entertaining when she was telling me, man, um, about how the prosecutor, the judge, and all of them is in cahoots. They just put a judge down, took a judge down off the bench because he was in cahoots with the prosecutor. So he dismissed him. Yeah, somebody else. When you're ready to dismiss somebody else because the trial is it's just all over the place. They giving people immunity deals. You know how that go when you get an immunity deal. But the thing is, when the prosecutor was giving an immunity deal, the people switched up on him, saying how corrupt he was just to give him a deal. So we need to be informed of what's going on in Atlanta in the Young Thug trial. We also is making it aware of if it's going on there, it's going on in Baltimore. And it's going on, then we got to touch base on. So if it's going on with Young Thug, it's going on with Puffy. Puffy's not going to get a fair trial. It was They throwing all types of charges on trafficking human beings. I don't even, I can't see that part because people just traveling to his parties. This they travel and they pay their long earned savings just to get you them parties. They'll spend all these savings to get their outfit, to get the plane ticket, the limousine, whatever they're gonna do, just to go to that party. So that's what's that's going on with the Puffy situation. That they jacking all these stuff, but everybody is fleeing the country because the stuff is hitting the fan. It's hitting the fan. My girl J Lo got out of here. J Lo from the block, Jenny from the block. She got out of here. She don't want to deal with this bullshit that they taking Puffy through. She getting low. But they say the tapes are gonna come out, so people gonna start selling these tapes, and they're gonna be on high demand. All these tapes, all these celebrity tapes is getting ready to come out. It's getting ready to be free fall on everybody. I must say, shout out to James from Good Times, man. James from Good Times, man. Rest in peace, man. He was a big part of our black community ever since he was Kunta Kinte, Toby from the Roots. So that's he sticks in my head from that. Not just Good Times, James Evans, you know, damn. But um, yeah. So man, how you doing, China? You on there? Now, the question for the day, man. If someone calls you with a problem, do you listen to them or do you tell them your problems as well? You just listen to them or do you hang up? Man, my take on that is that, man, everybody has problems. Whether it's good problems, bad problems, or so-so problems. You can't expect everybody to be accepting for your problem, listening to some stuff that's going to bring them down. People got enough stuff on their mind and bills, relationships to take on another person's burdens. So, but if you feel as though you can help somebody, talk to them, to talk themselves off the edge or something that you know they, if they going through and they at the breaking point, do so. Do so, please. Give back. So we won't have a tragedy. We won't have a tragedy that happens to us. Now, we also was talking about. I went to a group, a mentor group yesterday, Hill group. Shout out to Hill group. And then I was listening. And they was talking about the immigration, and I was listening. I was real listening, real good. But I was saying how the Mexicans, or stick together, and we don't stick together as the black people. They stick together. They might got plumbers, they might got electricians, they might got uh, people that do gardening, landscaping. They all sell each other to all everybody that they got to sell themselves to, as far as corporations. And then I was looking at how we don't stick together as a black culture. We hold back information, we hold back ideas, we don't share the love financially, we don't support. Like prime example, our black people don't want to support our clothing line, but they'll go to Gucci, Louis Vuitton, what else? Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Prada, and spend all this buku money. But we had average clothing and it's good quality clothes. But somebody always wanted short when it comes to us. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but I'm just speaking what's on my mind today, y'all. Because I have a clothing line, you know, it's Home City clothing line, Home City Sports, Home City Sexy for the ladies, and I provide good quality clothes. But everybody always from the black man or the black culture, they want deals, but they don't go to the stores and they don't ask for deals and nothing. They just expect to get what they want for a cheaper price. But they don't go to the stores and ask them for deals. They go in there and swipe them off, swipe their cards, give my money, swipe their card, and and the taxes. Sweep. No problems asked. They don't ask them a question. They don't ask them for a discount or nothing. And they leave out the store with their little packages. So I got a problem with that. So I just wanted to voice that, man. Start supporting your peoples, man. Start supporting your peoples and helping your community, man. And then somebody dropped the jewel on me and it was like, how in our community, we got bars. We got Indians owning the bars. We got Chinese owning the Chinese stores. Uh, we got Koreans owning Chinese, Koreans, and Japanese owning Japanese markets and stuff. And we even got Mexicans adding Mexican markets now. But they all in the urban community. And I was wondering why they weren't in the suburb community like they are in the urban community. Then I was dropped to jewel because they was placed in our community because they weren't getting no kickback. They was like um, one of the Chinese Chinese people. They was like saying that they went in the white community. They tried to open up and these stores was burnt down and stuff like that. And but that's not what happened in the urban communities. We accept them. They don't want to let you go for a penny. They want that penny. You can't even go. You can't even get a short them for a penny or a nickel. But we support them in our communities. We don't run them out of our communities when they first came here. We just support them and let them come and open up shop in our community, and they feel comfortable. So now I'm not condoning running nobody out of nowhere, but I'm just saying this reality and just think about it. How they come in our communities and they accept it, even though they don't look like us. But yeah, that's one of the jewels I wanted to drop too, man. And I also want to drop get an awareness, man. When you out here driving these trucks, man, please do your pre-trip, man. Be safe, man, because you not only being safe for yourself, you saving people on the road for from accidents, for accidents that happen. So do your pre-trip, check your truck, man. Make sure everything is intact, everything is the proper way before you pull off, man. This is what I stress every morning. I do my pre-trip and I make sure not only am I safe, the people in our community are safe, man. Because anything that happens, you can have a trailer coming loose, you can have a tire coming loose, man. Driving a certain amount on your tire might blow up, and then you swerve off the road and take somebody else's life. And all this, it could have been prevented if you would have did your pre-trip. Um, yeah, I did have invite for two people, but it canceled at the last minute, so I'm going solo. I got a paper that says safety, slow down, to get around. Slow down when y'all driving out here, y'all. I mean, y'all driving a rag, and then you driving like that, and then you just going to the next light. I had somebody that's went on the shoulder of the road just to get to stop at the next light, and you still want to wait anyway. So man, have a little patience, man. Safety, man. Don't just be angry driver. Angry driver. All right, man. All right, now. Also wanted to say, when you're arguing with someone, do you hang up on them to stop the argument, or do you keep it going? Do you hang up on a person, or do you keep it going? Well, I think you shouldn't just hang up on me. You should say, man, I think it's time for me to go because it's going to drag out to be not good for both of us to keep on continuing talking. That's taking our conversation to the next level and making us argue and be angry. So I would be respectful and say, I think it's time for us to hang up. But sometimes you just, no, I ain't get my point across. Or person, I ain't get my point across. I need to say this before, you can't just push it under the rug. You need to get this out and handle the situation now like adults. How people be saying when you try and get off the phone with them. That then it comes to, if you stay on the phone, it comes to belittling one another, talking down. And well, it could be both genders, but if you're a woman has the venomous tongue on earth. They know how to break a man down with their tongue because they cannot hurt the man physically. But that's the gift that they have. They have a venomous tongue that, woo, when they come correct. Some demeaning stuff a woman could say. Call a man a clown. A B word ain't too much because you can say that, but the meaning calling them a clown, calling them a loser, not supporting they cutting them off in the middle of a sentence, not giving them the respect due. Um, what else? I would like some women to say some of that venomous stuff out of their mouth that so I could read some comments. What you say, China, to your man when you belittle him? Uh, oh, the little dick syndrome. I don't fall in that category, but it's a lot of people that do. Uh, you know what I mean? Not toot my own horn, but I ain't never had nobody say that to me in my whole lifespan. Because if they did, they probably Lord. But anyway, that's what they try to break a man down, talking about they package after they was with him for all these years. They break a man down like that. They break a man down talking about they ain't amounting nothing. If they doing better, they the breadwinner in the relationship. Um, yes. What else goes on? Um, yeah, you don't take you're a deadbeat dad. You don't take care of your children. Um, Knowing some most of the time that's not right. They're keeping the children away from the man. You're talking bad about the man to the children. They get stuck in their mind like your father ain't shit. Yeah, yeah. Call them and set up dates. They do a lot of stuff to undermine the authority of a man. What else? What else will break a man down when you call him uh, a homosexual when he's not a homosexual? He doesn't go that way. He's straight. That really breaks a man down. Well, not a secure man, but a man. This by labeling him as that. calling him out his name that way. That's sort of the weapons that they use. Um, Especially a man that came home from jail talking about instead of helping him, they saying he's institutionalized. That's it. Institutionalized. Talking about he's institutionalized. Calling them stupid and incompetent. That's very demeaning. That's right. Thank you, Jared. Thank you, China, for not giving me nothing. Um, yeah. So when you call somebody stupid, it's never a stupid question that you can answer because it's always um, that's what you was told. It's never a question that's stupid in school because it's somebody else that don't know the answer to that question. So keep that in mind. It's never a stupid question to ask, so don't call somebody stupid. Because all questions needs to be asked if you want to know the answer. Like, for example, do you think this is a stupid question when you ask it? When you both ends, is women don't have no problem asking a guy for money. So why should a man have a problem asking a woman straight up for the booty straight off the bat? Because you know it's going to lead to when it comes to a woman that needs some money. So, but soon as you ask a woman for the booty, oh, you ain't take me out and court me. When are women going to court a man? Take a man out, court him, because those old days are gone. Y'all the breadwinners now. So court us, take us out, show us a lavish outing, take us to a fine dine restaurant, and then give us the happy ever ending. Happy ever ending after we come out and spend after we you know how we spend all our money and we expect a happy ever ending. Well, let us spend all y'all money and we still get a happy ever ending after that. That'd be a come up for y'all women. I'm telling you. Well, we know that ain't gonna happen. That's not logical. That's not really gonna happen. Um, but what I do say, man, let's start treating our black women better, as far as not degrading them anymore. Because I say about these last 2 years, these songs that was coming out with these women, they was degrading they self. Um, but y'all women love that music in the club. So now let's talk about. We had a good segment on Tuesday, man. It was hot and steamy. We was talking about. Let's see what you said. Some women get them in their income taxes. Yeah, that was back in the day. They get the women. The comment was that came across to say some women give their man their income taxes. They was giving them their income taxes because they wanted them to flip them income taxes and double the money so they could get their money back and they could get put the man on their feet. That was the reason why the women was giving the men the taxes back in the day. So that's a good example of how the woman was supporting the man back in the day. But they ain't doing that no more. They ain't giving nobody the income taxes and telling man he could just have the income taxes uh, and give them the money. They had a reason why they gave the income taxes back then. What would you give a man your income tax now for? For example, would you just give them the income taxes now to just go shopping and not investing in anything? Dang, some of them weren't getting something back. Then that was a pimp. They gave the pimp their income taxes if they wasn't getting nothing back. First of all, they was getting something back. They was getting that pipe. He was getting that pipe laid down, and it must was good for her to consider giving the income taxes, because you can switch that on both ends. When the man giving them the money and they ain't doing nothing, they ain't bringing nothing to the table. All right, they goodie box is what is good. They think that goodie box is good and they can just get anything they want for the goodie box and not bring it up to the table. So that's vice versa. That goes both ways. If you get that man that income tax and he laying pipe down right, you coming in and he doing the right thing. Uh, Chalk it up. Chalk it up, y'all. That's what you gotta do. That was the up slush fund. That was the slush fund. And that's all you right. Love y'all. Hey, Maisha, thank you for joining. Yeah. Yeah, we was talking about now. We just dropped in. And did you get your income tax money up to your partner, Maisha? Yes. Did you get your income tax money? I'm dying to hear if you gave your income tax money up. Yes. That was touch. Oh yeah, you gave it up for re-up. Yeah. Well, you was thinking about a power play. How it's going to benefit y'all in the long run. Most of the time, if you had a good hustler or something like that, so it did amount to something. If you gave that income tax money, but I wasn't never fortunate to get nobody income tax money. I wasn't never down that bad that I would have to get the income tax money from our woman. It's an investment, but not to share out funds. Hey, yeah. So I wasn't. I wish I could have got some income tax money. That would have been like a front. Hands on yellow. Three hands yellow. Up red. I don't know what you just said, Maisha. Hey, hey, hands yellow. I don't know. Oh, so you saying you gave yellow some income tax money to flip? Yeah, I knew you got on you ain't get on your feet by yourself. You had to have help, y'all. That's what our girls saying. All right, now for y'all that just came on, man, they said the big stuff that's going on in Atlanta is that Young Thug is getting railroaded. The trial is corrupt. So we need to bring our attention to how he's getting railroaded in Atlanta. We're not just Baltimore. We're global. We talking about Chicago. Chicago, they're going to war. The gangs are going to war. You know, Mexican, Venezuela, or Somalia. All of them. We don't know which one is which, and they're beefing up there against the blacks up in Chicago. Um, what else is? Oh yeah. Now we already know Puffy. Everybody is fleeing the country now. He's not getting a fair trial. He ain't get a bail. He's proven innocent. He's innocent to proven guilty. How that go? And yeah, they trumping up extra charges on him. I can't. I'm not condoning the the drugs that he's allegedly putting in. Well, they said they got proof. Allegedly putting in the baby oil in the drinks and manipulating people and taking advantage of people. We not condoning that on this podcast. I tell you that much. That is foul and that's inhumane, and we don't do that. The petty ass podcast. You know what we do. All right, now I want to know. I went to a mentor group yesterday. Shout out to my man Black Kim. Had the Hill group. and we was talking about immigration. Let's see what you say. That's true. The justice system is bogus towards black men and women. Period. They say the same for Puff. Yeah, that's true. And by you, Maisha, by you working in the correctional field, you already know how it's not. It just doesn't start corruption in the court system. It rolls over to the it rolls over into the correctional facilities. So it all that needs to be meshed together. The correctional facilities, the police, the well, I ain't gonna really say the police. The police have a job to do, and that's to protect our community. But they're supposed to protect our community well, right. So, hold up for 1 second, y'all. Uh-oh. Excuse me, y'all. My son just came and bum rushed me on while I'm on live. I had to answer the door for him because he wanted his petty ass cash, y'all. He wanted his petty ass cash. Yeah. Then you should have. So, got his petty ass cash and we get ready to go. So I'm back, y'all. Let's start off about. I gotta come up to date. You gotta come up to date with this young thug stuff, man. So we could start making a petition or something like that. Um, and this we need to stick together as a community. I apologize again, y'all, but I'm back. So this is what we do. All right, now, and I was saying that we need to support each other as far as our clothing, our turning people on to different jobs. If you know somebody that does plumbing, electrician, uh, lawn work, painting, share that information if it's a black individual to our community instead of letting everyone, such as the Mexicans or whatever, the whites or whatever, any kind of different culture take over, and we can share that and share the wealth amongst one another. So, courts, police, and correctional facilities is the chain of justice. Reform is needed. Yes. She said police, correctional officers, and police, correctional officers, and courts are a chain of justice, and we all need that. It needs to be reformed. Yes, that way, so everybody can not live happily, but live comfortably, with as though they ain't got to worry about it. Is going down, not having some fair deal. Yes, that agreed. Now, let's talk about, as I was saying, I'm getting calls. I'm getting calls. I can't answer that. I'm getting calls on while I'm on live. I'm getting people picking up money. Ain't offered me a penny. Just took my money. Took money. And he just interrupted my broadcast. I don't like that. But I gotta be humble now. Angry. All right. Let's talk about um, this scenario. A scenario where as though if somebody gave you a card, debit card, credit card, or something like that, they tell you to spend a certain amount, and you get a card to someone else, and you tell them they can spend this money, but you need that card back at a certain time. and they don't bring the card back at a certain time. Now I think I'm explaining that. All right, say somebody gave you an independence card. Let's go like that. Somebody gave you an independence card, and they tell you they need that independence card back because they want you to go shopping to help unfortunate to feed your family, but they need that card back at a certain time, and you don't supply that card back at a certain time. Should you be cut off? Should you not be allowed to get the card again or not? Haha. Yeah, because I'm gonna say no, you shouldn't be allowed. You messing it up with somebody looking out for you that you not returning that card when it was supposed to be returned. So you messing the how you said the plug. You messing the plug up. The plug independence plug. This what goes on in the community, y'all, in case y'all didn't know. I'm not dropping stuff that people don't know about. This is what goes on. And this is what goes on. Let me see. It say view request. Uh, yes. Alright, so you said absolutely not. What's up, bro? Whoever it is. Chameleon. What's up? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining Harm City Bridge. Thank you for joining Rich Exotics. Thank you for joining T Low. Thank you for Tom Low. Thank you for joining Michelle. Thank you for joining Angel Chick. Thank y'all for joining. We talking about taking somebody's independence card and don't bring it back on time like you supposed to. How you think you're gonna get that card again? Then you messing it up because what if you don't have the funds to get the independence card, but somebody else has? They can't even trust you. What's up, Rams? They can't even trust you with the card any longer because they gave you the card as a trust fact. So now they gave you the card, you gave it to somebody else, they ain't returning the card back when they're supposed to. Now you done messed the whole plug up. That's just like somebody fronting you fronting somebody else, and then you don't come back. I'm talking hood language, y'all. If somebody gave you a product and they fronted to you, then you turn around and fronted to somebody else. Now they done fuck the money up, or they took too long to sell the product and bring the money back. So they don't want to deal with you no more. That's the same as giving somebody independence card. Give somebody an independence card, tell them to go shopping for the unfortunate, for their people. What's up, Jace? J Dub? How you doing, man? I'm up here. Well, the big topic right now is if you had an independence card and you was fortunate and you gave the card to somebody and you told them they could get a certain amount off the card but bring it back at a certain time. They turn around and give the card. They ain't had the fun, but they turn around and give the card to somebody else, and then I don't return the card at a due time like you asked. Do that deserve a cutoff notice? And now you don't deal with them no more, even though it was under their unforeseen circumstances. So be a person of your word. You're right. Be a person of your word. Can I get your independence card, Rambo? So I could buy me some food, some supplies I need, and I promise you I won't give it to no one else. I just use it for my own self. Yeah, yeah, Rance. You need to come on the like I told you, come on to the Petty Ass Podcast. It's always coming on the goddamn Instagram. Come on the Petty Ass Podcast and 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 see your comments over here. I'm trying to look back and forth, but I'm enjoying it, looking back and forth. I have any text to say, cut off notice, just go with them to the store. Oh yeah, that's when you don't trust the person. You gonna go to the store with them. Yeah, but that way you ain't got to worry about the scenario that I just brought upon. Is that you get somebody a card, that means you trust them to do the right thing and come back. You don't trust them, go to the store with them and wait in line with them, wait all this long time to get your the properties that you need. So that was the independence topic, y'all. The independence topic. Now the next topic is: do you tell somebody that you just like, you really don't love them, but you tell them you love them. You just like them, but do you tell them you love them? That's the topic. Do you lie to that person, knowing you just like them, but you tell them you love them? That goes on a lot. Yes, definitely. They cut off. I did it to family members of losing my DDT card. Don't cut them off as a family, but they could never use it again. Yes. Jason said he gave somebody's card. He had to cut him off. Not his family, but cut him off for financially helping him out. Yeah, some people just go hard. Yeah. You get somebody get caught and they don't come back for 3 days. Like, dang, I gotta feed my family too. I just gave you the car to go pick you up some snacks and something, to help you feed your children. And you kept my car for 3 days. The money's still on there, but you still kept it for 3 days while we hungry. So that this was answer Jada question for coming on coming on about the food stamp situation. Yeah, man. So Jada, man, write on that, write a comment about what you got going on, man. I'm sorry we didn't get in contact with each other for the video shoot. A shout out if we did it. But man, I got a lot on my plate right now, man. I got a lot of people I gotta look out for. I got a lot of people I gotta not just look out for, but support is the way they supporting me. Like, we got different groups, we got different mentor groups that we could partake in, like Uncommon Dialogue. We got I just met somebody that had good word, the Peace Squad, the Hill Group, and of course, giving our own narrative, Goons Talk. We all want to support one another, so we had different days that we must support one another. At least twice, twice a um, twice a month, at the least. Um, like Maisha supporting her fragrance. I love that she invited me to a pop-up shop. I met some good people, and I also bought some stuff at the pop-up shop. Some extravagant, good tasting water that was really come from natural earth. It was just so good. So I learned how to do CPR, whereas though at this pop-up shop, you don't have to put your mouth or trying to say somebody like when you're using the Narcan, squirting the shit up their nose. If you're trying to save somebody, like, you don't have to put your mouth on the person anymore. Well, they telling us that you don't. You can do other maneuvers to save their life. So I learned the correct way to do CPR. Next segment, I will bring it up so y'all can see the proper way to do it, so you can be informed and you can share it with some other people. Kids, in our community, we always need to the proper knowledge of saving lives because of this fentanyl that's plaguing our community right now. So that was a positive that I went to that shop and I learned how to do CPR correctly in the new era. And how many times to squirt that Narcan in their nose. You can do it twice, but you're still doing it, but you still gotta call the ambulance. Ambulance. Did, did shoot the video? Jada said he didn't shoot the video. Okay. All right. First Friday had a great, there were race going down tomorrow. 5 to 9 downtown historic Harvey Grace. Okay. Oils and plants. Yes, and thanks for coming. Yeah, I came. Oh, so she said she got a thing at Harvey Grace at 5 to 9 downtown historic Harvey Grace, y'all. So it's an event going down there. All right, tomorrow, Friday, 5 to 9. So if you're in that area, I suggest you support the good smelling fragrance. Oh, I need this one fragrance. They say if you, I'm gonna tell it to you because I can't really. I don't want to mess the name up. They said if you wear this, you might as well. Your woman might as well get ready to fight because the woman gonna want to fight. They gonna want you if you wear this fragrance. I need some of this fragrance, and I'm gonna get this. I wanna promote them because they ain't giving me no sponsorship, but I want to tell it to you, Maisha, so you can give me some of this fragrance. So somebody be wanting to fight. Bah, bah, bah. I be going around, walking around in the club, smelling so scrumptious. Yes. All right. Um, so that's what's going on in Harvey race. A man, Jason came on. He said his video. He didn't shoot his video, but it's an upcoming video coming. Welcome back home from the belly of the beast, man. I hope you learned from this ordeal that you just went through. It's not easy getting out. It's easy going in. It's not easy getting out, but it's easy going in. Shout out to Rambos, Rainbows. Yeah, shout out to T. Luke, Terrell, TL, TL. Shout out to TL. Shout out to Yellow Man that ain't called me today, man. I hope you alright. Shout out to Hollywood and La Kim. Shout out to the other La Kim. We will have a broadcast tomorrow, a special broadcast. This is going to be a debate tomorrow. Not a nasty debate, but an informative debate tomorrow. A female and a female and a male are going to do a debate tomorrow, y'all. I think we're going to start 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock tomorrow. The debate will come on, and you will get a lot of information from the woman's perspective and the male perspective. And I'm just going to be the moderator tomorrow. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to say, it's your turn to go. It's your turn to go. What you say and interject, say, all right. I'm not going to put my opinion too much in on that one. Yeah, shout out to that's Sean. Shout out to that's Sean. Thank you for joining us on the Goons Talk today, y'all, and the Petty Ass Podcast. But go to the YouTube page, subscribe and like to the Petty Ass Lump and Reggie Podcast. Shout out to Al Beasy. Shout out to my engineer. Shout out to Reggie Curl that's on tour right now. Baton Rouge, baby. Boca Rouge, baby blue. Yeah, myself. Men's fragrance. Ring Supreme. Oh, he's sleep. He need to be sleep. Okay, you want to join? Okay, and I thank you for coming on today. Maisha, go ahead and get some rest so you'll be properly rest tomorrow for doing all your selling all your products and stuff. And I wish you the best of luck. My supporter, y'all, my Isha, my moderator for Goons Talk. It's certainly what I want people to know is that it's a lot of stuff that's going on. So when someone can't make it to support you at that time, it's obvious something that happens that um, is unforeseen. So just have an open mind, man. Don't just shut people off because everyone has the intention to do the right thing. Yes. So I thank my people that's joining us today, man. I thank for you chiming in, leaving questions. But like I said, go on to the all my Instagram people. Go on to Instagram. Go on to YouTube. Subscribe and like to the Petty Ass and Reggie podcast. Now, let's talk about before the time elapsed. Let's talk about our Oreos, y'all. I gotta bring this. We got swept. We had the second best record in the Major League Baseball. 2 years in a row, we got swept. This is unacceptable. How we making all this and giving us all this hope all year? We doing so good, and then we get swept out of the first round. We got swept. That means we ain't even win one game. This 2 years in a row. The second best team in the Major League Baseball. So you get to the playoffs and choke. I don't understand this. I can't understand. This is making me not want to watch baseball again. Just stick to basketball and football because they are hurting out as a community, a city. Our Oreos, diehard Oreos fan. He was out there in the rain. Come on, man, give us something. Let us get out in the first round. Golly, we just made it to the wild card. Golly, this is unacceptable. And that's how I feel about the Oreos now, man. So now they're out of it. Our baseball season is out of it. We don't care about who's going to win the World Series no more. We only want our city to be in the World Series. Nobody wants to watch baseball any longer when your team loses. Sweat. Oh, now let's go. Let's go. We have who we play. Let's go to the Ravens. The Ravens have a big game. Better luck next time. I don't know what Broadway joke that. I don't know which Broadway joke that. We'll find out tomorrow because I did send an invite today, but he come on. Sent a couple of invites today. I sent my comedian. Oh yeah, let me touch base. We're gonna have a segment. I'm gonna try to do it if the weather good this weekend. I'm gonna have a comedy segment. I'm gonna have 5 people. No, I'm gonna have 3 people in here that's gonna give you 5 minutes of comedy, and we're gonna vote and see who um, made you laugh the best. Um, and then whoever win that 5 minute segment gonna get the 10 minute segment, and then we're gonna keep continue on doing that until y'all find somebody that needs to be on the petty ass Reggie and Lump podcast constantly. Let's bring some humor into this and stop being petty, serious all the time. Let's bring some laughter and some humor to this broadcast because we gotta broaden our horizons. I gotta take it to the next level. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. You gotta think further out there. So other people can think the same way. This is a process. ups and downs, highs and lows, all this. So let me tell you, Home City Sports supports, sponsors the Petty as Uncle Reggie podcast. Home City Sexy for the women. Oh my God. We get ready to come out with some good colors. And I'm going to do a segment and I'm going to show y'all all the good colors and the quality of the material. If I promise you something, don't hold me to it. I plan on getting to it. But other business has to be handled first. So if you're looking for a free handout, and if I promise you, you're going to get it, but you're going to get it at my leisure, because you just want something and you're not supported. So I'm not dropping no names on them, but that's how it goes most of the time. What's up, son? Thank you for joining. But go on the YouTube page and leave some comments. We've been on for 56 minutes. We got 4 minutes left for the broadcast. Yeah, man. Then after this, I'm gonna have my dinner and chill, man. So I did a lot of running around today, man. Shout out to everybody that lost someone this year, man. We support you. Stay strong. Shout out to all the communities. Shout out to Park Heights. Shout out to North Pulaski. Shout out to Lexington Terrace. Shout out to Sandtown. Shout out to Westport. Shout out to Cherry Hill. Shout out to East Baltimore. And shout out to West Baltimore. I don't want to just drop certain names of hood, but I already did, so I just had to go east west. Shout out to both sides of the spectrum. Whoever took my book that was at this damn podcast, whoever took my part 2 of Harm City, what side are you on, east or west? Return my book. I let you read it, but you didn't return my book, and I don't remember who took it. So return my book, so I had too many guests. So don't let me have to rewind my camera back and see who took my Harm City book, part 2. I still got part 1. Part 2. What side are you on, east or west? I need you to return my Harm City book, y'all. Yes. That was one of the things, so I didn't forget. Yeah, man. Tell somebody you love them today, man, because you're not promised tomorrow. I learned at the group yesterday, man. They say, do you have a family member that you don't forgive? And I was like, man, yeah, I have a family member that I don't forgive, man. I can't get over why I can't forgive them. And that's a process. And I'm still working on it. So, man, if you're working on it like I'm working on it, man, it's not going to be easy. So just work on it, man. If you got somebody that you forgive them, man. Take that burden off your shoulder. But I can't just tell you that because it's not that easy for me. I hold grudges. Because if I think somebody's supposed to support me and stand firm with me, because that's the person I am, I stand firm, I expect the same thing out of you. But that's not always the case. You got to be a diehard Orioles fan, and I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm an Orioles fan. I don't want to root with nobody else. I root with us when we lose it, and I definitely root when we win it, because we should have. The team that we had, we should be talking World Series and nothing less. But that's not the occasion on both seasons, this season and last season. We got bumped the first round. Breaker 19. We're going to end on that. Thank y'all for joining the Petty Heads Nothing Reggie podcast, man. I know I was all over the place today, but this is what I do. I freelance. I talk to my audience. I talk to my fellow people. And we chime in. And I read your comments. And we're going to keep it going like that. Sometimes I like it like that. That way I ain't got to beef with somebody on the set all the time and say, breaker, one night, when I'm telling you to shut up. Silence. Do you know what it means? Yes. Yeah. All right. So, thank y'all for joining y'all, man. If I forgot to mention you, I do mention you, and I'll mention you next segment. Yeah.